Hey everybody, good afternoon. All right. Well, I stopped by, grabbed myself something to eat, and we've got a full load of bales. I went ahead and finished up lunch, went over, grabbed the bale loader, and boss man said, "Hey, yep, go right ahead, get all those bales put away. He's got everything moved around over there, supposedly. We'll find out when we get over there, anyway." And if everything's moved out of the way, we should be good to go. No, you're gonna have to wait, car. I'm not. I'm not waiting on your butt. Anyway, you have to apologize. I have a slight head cold, but I'm still soldiering on here. We are getting a lot done. He did also say that he brought another mower over from another one of his farms. I don't know how many farms this guy has, but he's got to have quite a few. Um, and he's just expanding and expanding and expanding, and yeah, it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. He's got obviously quite a bit. He did come over and he got all of the wool, and they took that off, and I guess they got it all sold off and taken away because I haven't seen any. I'm supposed to just go ahead and finish up all this, and he offered me kind of an interesting proposition. He he offered me that combine back there as payment for the week. So I don't know if maybe he's just stretched a little thin or what, but he said, "Yep." He says you can have that combine if you want as payment for the week. And I said, "Well, that's pretty cool." And I showed my appreciation for it. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what that brings. Let's have a look here. What do we have back here? Get this over here. Can we roll these over? Yep, we can. We're going to put them all over here on this side if we can, up against the wall, since we're not really using much of this this storage bunker at the moment. This is where he wants them, so that's where we're going to put them. We'll go ahead and get this ready to unload. Right here in the corner. Kind of tight quartered back here, but it is what it is. We want them all right here in this nice little area. Okay, let's have a look-see. Oh yeah, it's going to push us forward as it goes. Nice and neat in that corner. We'll just let it push us forward. Look how nice and neat those are. That's great. That's perfect. Now, it's just going to take a little while for those to get fermented. We need to check on our blanket silo over here. It's almost done, but I see he's put some more silage and straw and everything in there. So that's not something we're going to have to worry about. Oh, look, he did get, wow, a roastal mash. Well, I can't wait to see what that thing looks like. We'll have to come back and get that, take that over to our field. He said we could use it. He apologized, for it not being available, and of course I told him, it's okay. It's not that big of a deal. Because in reality, it isn't. It's not that big of a deal to us, We don't have to get it done. We didn't go over and cut it when we had the other one. So, not the end of the world. I'm really starting to wonder, though, because the Vermeer's gone, the Kverlin front and rear mowers are gone, and now this one's gone. Granted, he got it from the other farm. Maybe he got rid of one of them. I don't know. I don't know. It just seems like he kind of has his own game plan going, and it works pretty good. So, you know what? I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to argue. But yep, that's something we got to think about. You know, he offered us the ability to choose one of the items back here as payment. Now, I don't know. I'm not sure what I would choose, to be honest. I don't even know what we need. I mean, we don't really own anything yet. Not quite yet. Let's put that arm down. We'll get back to picking up these bales and get them all back over there, but I'm not sure what to choose, to be honest. I thought for sure I'd have a clue, but I really don't. Let's see here. There we go. Anyway, I'm going to get these bales picked up, and then I'm going to think about what to choose, and I will see you in a few. All right, everybody. Well, I just got a message from him saying he didn't realize we had so many bales. And so he wants me to keep part of the bales that we made over at our farm. And of course, I already had this load on the way over, which, you know, I let him know. He said, it's fine. Don't worry about it. He is wanting me to just go ahead and leave those over there. He says move them into one of the sheds and put them away, and I'll do that. I'll make sure it's done. But then we are to leave this all here, tractor and the trailer and everything, and then take the swather over and just keep the swather over there until we're called for again. And I said, well, that's fine. I can do that. No problem. So that's what we'll do. Okay, here we go. Last run. I just kind of let the hydraulics push the tractor up out of the way, and I kind of try to keep it straight. But there we go. He ought to have more than enough silage to keep these, to keep the cattle going. I don't know what he would do with, I don't know what he would do with the silage bales that are over on our property now. Well, our side of the farm, I should say. It ain't our property. I'm not sure what to do with those yet. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But I know hay bales is going to be, you know, we're probably going to, the second cutting, I imagine he'd want them all hay bales, you know, because that'll be the next thing that we're going to run out of. That and straw. But we do have a field of canola over here that should yield a decent amount of straw. Okay. Let's hop out here, get this open. We'll get this tractor put away. There we go. That looks pretty darn good. Ah, much better. Yep, I think that'll work. Okay. We'll get this all closed up, and we'll go see what this roastal mash is about. Boy, that's going to be kind of a tight fit in here for me. Come up on top here. There we go. Now, I don't know much about this. This is a really neat machine. Didn't even know he had it. Another one of those machines he just, you know, has randomly around, apparently. There we go. But man, it's considerably larger than the last one. And, well, it looks to be quite a bit nicer. So we'll go over and we'll cut our ground, and then we'll find a place for this to be parked. And then we'll see what else he's got to do. Now, I did make mention to him that we were going to be needing fertilizer and lime on our grass fields because they were looking a little rough. And he said he would get that sorted out for us and let us know. So I am not quite sure what we're going to do there just yet, but I'm sure we'll figure it out quick enough. But anyway, I will see you over at our field. All right, here we are coming up on our field. It's right up here on the left. Kind of a tight little quartered area to get into, but we should be okay. It's right next to the BGA, and we've only got just up there to the line. This is all ours right here. It's not a very big field. But, you know, I thought $70,000 was a pretty good price for it, so I went ahead and bought it. So, you know, it's not bad at all. Okay, get this folded up here. We'll fire it up. We'll see how this one does. Oh, yeah. This one works just like the other one, really, really well. I think we're going to like this particular one. Let's just hope it's got the same kind of, yep, it's got about the same turning radius. And it cuts really well, it seems. I tried to buy both fields, this one and the neighbors, but the price on the one next to us was just a little bit too steep compared to this one, so I just stuck with this one. I mean, I probably could have done it. I could have made it work, but you know, costs as they are, it was just not quite feasible to do it. There we go. Oh, we're sliding. I worried about that a little bit. But we came out okay. I think we're all right. Gonna cut this right up to the edge here. Well, as close as we can, given the proximity, you know. But I'm not sure what we're gonna do with this just yet. I have not decided what to do with this property yet. If we're going to just cut it, or if we're going to leave it grass, or, you know, maybe we should turn this into an arable field. Maybe we ought to take that combine offer, you know, buy that combine. I'm sure we could, you know, I know we could buy equipment that we could use to work this field and the other one just fine. I don't think that would actually be a problem at all. So that's something to definitely think about, that's for sure. I imagine we'll probably, I don't know what we'll do with this grass. I'm not sure what to do with it yet. Because I don't want to go wasting money. You know, we're getting a little bit of money and free room and board for where we are right now. So I don't want to just go buying things constantly. But I don't think it would hurt us, you know, to have a few extra items around. Let's see here if we can make this turn. Yeah, we can. It's a little tight cornered back here. I don't know, I'm not trying to run it as tight or as open as we did with his ground over there, but we've got such wide, long windrows that I'm trying to be a little bit careful with the edges. You know, I want to get the maximum amount that we can here, but without going, I guess you could say, silly with everything. Looks like this corner over here is going to need some leveling out. That's pretty bad. Well, we'll check into that a little bit later. But right now, this appears to be a very nice field. We might spend a little bit of money. Oop. I say that as I'm sliding sideways. Wow. Never expected to slide. Whoops. Slide sideways on a hill, but I guess I am. Yeah, look at that. We are sliding. That's weird. Can we get up this hill? Yeah, there we go. Man, that's a little rough. Let's try on the bottom side. I mean, this is a good swather. It's just, you know, this hill is so angled that might be part of the problem. It might just be because of the terrain here that we are sliding around quite a bit. It's not very flat ground, which gives me pause to think, wonder what it's going to be like on some of the other ground we have. Are we going to have issues working this on the rest of the farm? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, the good thing is it's not ours, but the bad thing is it's kind of all we got right now. We'll have to get our own eventually. We're going to have our own stuff. Yeah, there's a valley and a dip down in here. That's why I was sliding so bad. Well, that makes sense. I mean, you know, it really does make sense. Ooh. This is tight quartered right here, let me tell you. Get back in here. Excuse me. Okay. There we go. We got the last of it. Well, that didn't take too long. We'll go park this at the farm. Get it all situated again, and we'll figure out what we're going to do. I'm kind of running out of space over there, so I'm not sure what we're going to do with all this. I really don't know. I kind of hope this. I hope this Roast-O-Mash will do our farmyard as far as his work goes. I don't know if it'll do all of it or not. Thank, Thankfully, there is no traffic out right now. I don't know why there isn't an abundance of traffic, but I'm not going to complain. We have dealt with a lot of traffic through here for quite some time, so it's kind of nice to see an empty road again. But like I said, we'll get up here, we'll get this parked away at our farm. Well, his farm. You know, we're not really, it's not ours. Oh, I hope nobody's coming, but we got to take this super wide. Okay, maybe not that wide. Oh. Well, good thing there isn't anybody coming. I can't drive to save my soul today, apparently. There we go. That'll make it up there. Yeah, I'm having a heck of a time getting through everything today. I don't know why. Well, about the only place we've got to put this is over here in the shed, which I think we can accomplish. We'll just pull up here for right now, and I'll put it in there after a while. That ought to be good enough. Yeah, that ought to do it. Okay, so we do need to go get the fertilizer spreader and the lime spreader. They're one in the same from his place. And we need to use the JCB here and get his property all taken care of while we wait for ours to dry out. We're going to see what we're going to do with our... ooh, I'm glad nobody was coming. See what we're going to do with our grass. I imagine... I think we will go ahead and ted it and turn it into hay. And then we will sell our own hay. Maybe. Either that or he might buy it from us. I don't know. We'll have to find out. I'll have to ask him. Maybe he'd want to buy our hay off of our property from us at a reasonable price. It's a possibility. I'll ask him on that afterwards. But we are going to go ahead and ted it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take both items over at once. I do have permission, so it's not like I'm just coming in here and taking off with something of his. Let's see here. Do that. There we go. Oh, and it's even full. That's even better. We'll put this on the front to go over. And then he got us a newer tedder for the farm over here. And we'll just take it. It just teds an entire row. We can do that maybe a little later. There we go. Excuse me, that was a sneeze I didn't expect coming. My sincere apologies. Okay, let's get over there. We'll get the lime spread. Hopefully it doesn't take all of the lime that's in here to do the fields. I wouldn't think so anyway. I don't imagine it would. Yeah, I apologize, guys. My cold is just kicking my backside. And if you don't know, the United States has been plunged into pretty good cold snap, and it well, it finally got me, so I sincerely apologize, but the show must go on, right? Anyway, back to it. It's kind of nice we live so close, and this thing can boogie across really well. Now, we will put this We will put tedder on the back of one of our tractors. We won't use, we won't use one of his tractors for that. That just doesn't seem right. So let's drop it off right here. Just kind of pull up right here. Drop that off, and we'll get it put on the back here. There we go. Well, like I said, hopefully this does not take a whole bunch. I know the spread on this thing is immense, and we should be able to do it without worrying about the bales. Yeah, look at that. The spread on this thing is amazing. It just really gets with it. I think if we just run like this, we should be okay. I think we can even work around all these bales out here. We got to still pick them up and put them away. They are his bales that need to be stored over here. And we got the front loader here for the JCB, so that will not be that hard to do. But I am going to have to call him and find out what he wants to do for lime, because my word, we are low on lime. We've still got 82%, but I have a feeling we're going to need a hair bit more lime than what we've got right now. I don't think we'll have to worry about fertilizer. I think it's just going to be lime. Maybe. Maybe not. We might be okay. I don't know. But man, look at how far this thing spreads. I'd love to have one of these. That is amazing. Okay, let's get up through here. And turn her on. And we're probably going to end up liming our neighbor's field a little bit, but oh well, there's not much we can do about that. Other than apologize to him. Either that or we're helping him out, one of the two. But yeah, look at the spread on this. It's phenomenal. In fact, we could probably do part of our field that's next to us here just by going along the edge. Yeah, look at that. That's perfect. That's something else we're going to have to get for our own field, is we're going to have to get a lime spreader. We're going to have to get lime. We're going to have to get fertilizer and keep on top of our field after we figure out what we're going to do with it. The main thing is just trying to keep a good profit going, because that's our big thing. I want to make sure that we can make our own profit off of our property at the same time. Yeah. Wow. Look at that. That's just... I'm sorry. I'm amazed by how wide this spreads out through here. But we might be okay with just one thing of lime. We might be okay because we don't have that much left to do. It's just this little strip right here. And then the field across the way, and that's it. At least for his property anyway. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Well, let's go over to the other field, finish this up, and then we'll have to switch this out, drive back, switch this lime out for some fertilizer, and then fertilize these fields. That way the next cutting is equally as good as this one was. There we go. Hell, we might even end up, Our sheep might get a little bit of lime from this. We'll have neutral wool. I know that was a bad joke. Man. Well, there we go. We did indeed have enough. That is amazing. I wasn't expecting that. Alrighty, I'll be back here in just a few with some solid fertilizer. Okay, took a few minutes, but we've got our solid fertilizer and we are ready to go. Once again, just kind of redoing what we've already done. We'll just kick it on here. Yeah, there we go. And we are adding a little bit of fertilizer. He said a little of this goes a long way, so we set it at the minimum value that you can set it at. And we'll see what it does here. Oh, I missed a little bit in the corner. I hate to go back for it, but yeah, we kind of got to. Yeah, that looks really good. I mean, I think we're going to do really well here. I didn't realize that this grass sucked up so much fertilizer. Come down here and we'll get this corner real quick that I missed. There, I'll just shut it off. Okay. Now we can go around back and get our other two fields, and man, we should be looking good. We should be looking good. We'll have a nice stand of grass the next time we come in and out of here, I think. Yeah. Looks really good. Oop, neighbor's going to have a little fertilizer too. That's all right. Won't hurt him any. Yeah, look at that. Again, I am just so amazed by the distance this thing can travel outward. My word. It just spreads that fertilizer so wide. Now what we're going to need is a good rain. We really are going to need a real good rain to work all of this in really well. But we should, I imagine we'll get probably a few days of sun and then we'll get some rain again. At least I think so. I don't know for sure. I know that the Weather Channel was talking about adding a little bit of rain to the forecast just because it looked like we could have a front coming in that would, have a little rain in it. But, that's one profession I'd love to have because at least I could get paid to be wrong all the time. It would be kind of nice. Okay, now off to that final field, and that'll be the end of it. And yeah, hardly used any fertilizer whatsoever. It's amazing how quickly the lime goes compared to the fertilizer. I figured it wouldn't be that way, but apparently it is. Okay. Going to end up fertilizing our chickens if I'm not careful here. Don't need them to have extra fertilizer. They're reproducing on their own just fine. Okay, there we go. Looking real good. Need to come over a little bit more, I think. Yeah. Want to make sure we're really getting those edges. And of course those bales are wrapped, so what little bit of lime and fertilizer got splashed on them or, It just bounces off of them. It don't stick, so it don't hurt the animals or anything. Won't hurt the animals. It just pelts off of them and lands at the bottom. So, not too worried about that at all. There we go. Get that centerpiece, and then we'll go drop this. Actually, we'll go work our grass into hay, and then we'll take everything back at once. I think that would be a smarter idea. A much smarter idea. There we go. Well, that turned out pretty well. At least I think so. Okay. Go ahead and drop that off. Put it back on the front here for when we go back. We'll just leave it right there. That's a good spot for it. Okay, I think... Yeah, let's use our good old trusty reliable tractor here. It hasn't seen... Well, nothing's seen any use lately. None of our equipment has seen any use. And... granted, we're going to start seeing a little bit more use due to owning a little bit of land again, but not like they were seeing at one point. Okay, let's get turned around here. There we go. And we'll go over to our field and get to working on things here. Now, I didn't show it last time, but our field is just right over here. You can see the domes of the BGA ahead of us, and it's just right past it. It's not that far. It's a nice little plot of ground. It was close to the house. Something I figured we could work in our spare time, which seems to be a fair amount of time, but not all the time, you know. Okay, I think we will turn around here. I'm not sure how this is going to work. Well, only one way to find out is to just take off and go and see what it does. Oh yeah, that looks really good. We got a nice hay line going out right behind us, so I think we're good to go. I'll finish this up and I'll see you in a few. Well, that didn't take us very long. I noticed it misses a spot, here and there, but other than missing a spot here and there, this thing works really well. It does an excellent job of getting right in here and getting this turned. I mean, it just stirs it right in place. That's a pretty good deal. Like I said, it does miss a spot every once in a while, but I don't think it's consequential. All right. Ooh, that's a little rough. Well, we'll get this headed back towards the house, and I think for today, that's about all we're going to get accomplished, other than just running stuff back over to his farm. So, for today, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the next one.